It's time for Livingland, y'all. The land that feeds you, the land that gives you life. Jala, Jala,
love the land that feeds you.
I love the land. I care. I farm. I sow. I reap. I care for the land. The cattle will eat. The crops will grow.
Love the land that feeds you.
Bolemi potlana ke kgwebo ya go ba le mathata a malwa le kgono mo go Livingland re etela dipolase tše tharo go nyakišiša le go kwešiša gabotsebotse gore balemi potlana bona ba thušiwa jwang go feta mo mathata a malwa ao a ba lebileng.
Love the land that feeds you.
Balemi potlana ba thusha ka go fepa batho ba bantši kudu le fase bophara. Le ge ile gore balemi ba bagolo ba tšweletša tekanetšo ya dijo tša go ba fetiša mo Afrika Borwa, borrakgwebo ba bantši ba šoma mo nageng ya go ba mo polaseng ye nnyane. Tšweletšo ya dijo ya sejwalejwale le yona e na le mathata a malwa ka ntle ga tsebo ya nnete, bokgoni ga mmogo le technology go thata go dira tšhelete go tšwa mo kgwebong ya bolemi potlana. Re etetše Israeli Embassy kua Pretoria go hwetša go gongwe.
Ambassador Lenk, what is the aim of the Israel activities with regards to South African agriculture?
I think that Israel and South Africa have lots to learn from each other in a range of different areas. And there are things that Israel can learn from South Africa. But one of the things I think that we're good at that we can share with South Africa is agriculture. Israel is one of the best in the world at agriculture, and we've made the desert in our country bloom. And South Africa has that same potential. And so since we've learned that it's a key government priority here in South Africa, a big part of your national development plan, we're looking to find ways to collaborate with South Africa, both on a government-to-government basis, and also from combining businesses, sharing Israeli experiences and techniques for the benefit of South Africans.
Maloko a dirang lotlhe cooperative farm mo gausenyana le Pretoria ba thomile kgwebo ye nnyane ya temo ka kgolofelo ya go atlega kudu. Fela ka baka la go hloka mašeleng, tsebo ga mmogo le bokgoni, projeke ya bona ile ya fokola. Ka mahlatse ba kgonne go thušega.
Dirang lotlhe e thomile neng jwang?
Okay, sisi dirang lotlhe re simolotse re le balemi ba e leng ba jaboswa ba lefatshe le le buseditsweng ba kwana ba mogopo. Mongwe le mongwe o na le tshimo a neng a dira mo yona. Gape go re lemoga gore mokgwa o re dirang ka ona ga o re tswele mosola thata ga re bereka as individual farmers. Mme ra lemoga gore re bone dikuno tsa temo gore re kgone go tswela pele ke ga re ka kopanya ditlhogo ra kopanya di resources tsa rona re tla re kgone go thoma setheo se dirang lotlhe as a formal business.
Ka mathušo a mašeleng a go tšwa go JD Group ga mmogo le maele go tšwa go setsebi sa temo go tšwa go Israeli Embassy, kgwebonyana ya bona ile ya fetošwa.
For about 9 years, we've had an agriculture expert as part of the embassy staff, who's a world-renowned expert in growing vegetables. And he travels around different regions and has been giving advice and assistance to small-scale farmers, creating opportunity to grow vegetables, market them at the best rates possible, and to use Israeli techniques to be more efficient and more successful.
Mo dikooperatifeng tša temo tša mohuta o, maikemišetšo ga mmogo le rutlhwetšo ya a mangwe a maloko ga e swane le a mangwe gape. Sekhwi se ka ama tšweletšo ka tsela e seng botse.
Why did you move from the farming method that you were using before of cooperatives and now the current one? What are the challenges that you faced before?
The first model that we did, it was cooperative model that took place in Craddock of Eastern Cape. A group of people brought to a piece of land and everybody worked the same area together. But immediately we saw that some people are not active and some not coming at all to attend the field. So we had a problem to deal with this kind of issue because it's a social issues. After that experience, we still implemented other 3 different areas, but all repeated the same problems. A lack of attendance of people when it's needed to work, and the lack of discipline of people by means of work. And we said, no, we have to look something different. And the different is it's exactly what we are implementing now, to approach farmers that are working anyway, traditional farmers, to help them to shift the traditional work to modern agriculture. And from the digging with the hoe all day long the soil, now we have the machines, the tractor, equipment properly, and this is the result.
Israel Embassy ili thushitse jwang go fitlhella mo le leng gona le gona?
Israel Embassy re thusitse thata through Isaac o simolotseng ka go re thusa ka investment onto the farm, ka irrigation equipment. I'm talking your tractors, the rotivator, spraying equipment, by thusa gape le ka input costs, because so se segolo thata se tsonya molemong mongwe le mongwe wa simololang temo ke madi a o simololang ka ona. Go simolola fela ke bona bothata bo bogolo because dilo tsa temo di tlhwatlhwa godimo. Mme Israel Embassy ile ya tla re thusa thata in that area. Bana ba dirisana thata le JD Group ile ya ntsha madi ka corporate social investment ya bona gore ba tle ba kgone go funda project ya dira lotlhe. Ke ka mo re kgonneng gore e simologe e tletle e nne se ileng sona today.
Go amana le private company go tlisitse phapang e kgolo kudu mo bokamosong bja polase ye ga mmogo le balimpotlana ba akhwi.
Ka gore polase e re le mo go yona ke commercial entity, lena ba JD Group jalo le benefit jang go yona?
JD Group is a company which is a South African company. So every challenge that faces this country is part of us because we are part of this country. So our decision was to say, as good citizens, then decide that let's also make a contribution as a business community, participating with what the government is doing, participating in this community and so on. Then we felt it is very important. It's not for us to get direct benefit, but it's for us to make sure that we will change the lives of many people, the farmers themselves, their own workers, and the community that they will supply with the food. So for us, that's very important.
A number of Israeli companies are working here, selling Israeli technologies, and I mean, just behind us we have, here in our garden, a small vegetable garden using Israeli drip irrigation. We also collaborate between governments using Israel's Mashav International Cooperation Program together with the Department of Rural Development for the benefit of small-scale farmers around South Africa, and hopefully they'll be able to use their abilities and their 2 hands and Israeli experience to make a living and build a better life for themselves.
Ka thuso ya go ka fenya mathata a mo mathomong wa temo potlana, polase ye e mo tseleng ya Magonthe. Ka morago ga papatso re etela polase tse pedi gaufi le Hazyview mo Mpumalanga wa gesho se felo.
Of the land that feeds you. Of the land that feeds you.
Ba Livingland leeto la ka le gono le mphitlhishitse mo Hazyview mo Mpumalanga. Re tswela pele le ntate Isaac o lawa ko Israel Embassy. Re tla go bona gore na bona ba tsentshitse letsogo jwang go fetola maphelo a balemi potlana ba moki. Ka ge le kwile ba re bona drip irrigation e ya bona e gona go matlafatsa maphelo a balemi. Jwalong re rile awa rena ka ge re le bo Thomas Magola ka go bona re tla re gona go ke ponela gore na maphelo a bona a fetoile jwang.
Livingland e etetse polase ye mengwaga ye malwa ye fitileng. Ge Elias Pangane a thopa sehlora bjale ka an entry-level grain farmer. le ge ile gore o be a na le maikemišetšo a šoma ka thata bjale ka moleng potlana o bone mathata a mantši kudu.
Ngaqala kulima ngo-1993 but silima nje mbila namantongomane not for commercial. Then ngo-2006 then ngaqala kulima ama-vegetables for commercial. Then ngahlanyela lehlahla leti macadamia trees, macadamia nuts ngo-2006 for commercial. From there up to now vele ngidila ngamacadamia nama-vegetables.
Bjale ka karolo ya social investment program ya bona, Mine Workers Investment Company e fane ka tšhelete go matlafatša projeke ye ga mmogo le thušo ya setekniki go tšwa go Isaac.
MIC is a broad-based empowerment investment holding company, but we have a sole shareholder, the Mine Workers Investment Trust, whose beneficiaries are basically mine workers, their dependents, current and ex-mine workers. So if you look at the rural and peri-urban areas of South Africa, that's predominantly where those mine workers come from, were recruited into the mines and then eventually go back when they're retrenched or finished working or retire from the mining sector. So effectively the only resource that they have when they come back to these areas is the land. That's how they make a livelihood.
Godimo ga mehlare ya bona ya macadamia ya go tsweletša matokomane, di-vegetable tše malwa di godiša mo lefelong le la go nošetšwa mo mobung yo o lokileng yo mo polaseng ye nnyane yekhwi.
Kumatima kakhulu uma ufuna ukuthola i-market for commercial ngobe kufuna ukuthi ucomply yonke lento bafuna yona. Uma ngakutshela ukuthi bafuna inani kuningi kakhulu, then babuye futhi bathenda every year kufuna baye audit bakunike certificate se global gap good practice in agriculture. The certificate lesiyenda ukuthi uthengise i-produce yakho ku public, then uma unga comply abathatha ma produce akho.
Le tšere ka tsebo ya gore na polasi le tlhokomela jwang le gontiša jwang gore dilo tša mo di sepela ka lenaneo metlhe le metlhe.
Ipulazi limentelwa yimi. Anginayo i-formal training ku agriculture, but kuba nama-workshop la sewahambako, ama-study group lana sithengisa khona njengabo sabivele macadamia, then kuma vegetables kuyaba nama-workshop, and then kube nama-farmers day la khona kusikhona sithola lwati leliningi kakhulu, but angayi esikoleni ngofundzela kulima nelingufundza khona emasimini.
Mo mengwageng ye e fetileng Mbuti Elias o bontšitše gore ke molemi wa go šoma ka thata wa go ba le maikemišetšo. Ke baka le legolo la gore a tla kgone go kgahla batho ba bangwe gape gore le bona ba tle ba kgone go bona go mo thuša.
Effectively, once we've identified a farmer, and the farmer needs to already be on the ground, have some kind of equipment, have put some sweat equity into those projects. What we'll do is we'll come in with a module of 2 hectares. That'll be pump, filtration, drip irrigation, and we'll also provide support for at least the first year of operation with working capital, so seedlings, fertilizers, pesticides, those kind of requirements. And that's normally where farmers struggle, because very much in these areas you'll find they can't access formal financial institutions, so they struggle to actually buy the inputs that are required for a commercial farming operation.
Ke bo mang ba ba le thušitšeng gore le kgone go lema le kgone le ikwetša bile le mo commercial market?
Bana bancedile ngo-2010 wata i-MIC yibo labasinceda kutshintsha irrigation lebesiyisebenzisa ngoba besebenzisa i-furrow irrigation ne-sprinkler irrigation, ba-introduce i-drip irrigation. Le yayenza ukuthi umsebenzi ube lula kakhulu. Yonke lento siyisebenza le ibe professional ngoba ku-furrow irrigation awukhona ukufaka manure accordingly, but ku-fertigation drip irrigation yakhona ukuthi ufake manure ngendlela yakhona nemanti wafaka ngendlela yakhona, and akufuni bantu abaningi for i-labor.
Ka nnete go a kgahliša go bona tšwelelopele eo Elias a e dirileng go tloga mola re tlo mo etela mo polaseng yekhwi ya gagwe. O na le bokamoso bjo kgahlišang ka nnete. ka morago ga papatso re se gona mo Hazy View go tloetela molemi o mongwe gape le yena ke molemi potlana.
And now you can win one of these handy garden tool sets only on Livingland.
Gore le wena o be le monyetla wa go wina 6-piece garden tool set ye ya Livingland o ka romela SMS ka mantswe a tool set go 33129 ke go lakaletša mahlatse.
Of the land that feeds you. Of the land that feeds you.
Ngwana gesho o re khotsa re le mo Hazy View mo Mpumalanga kgetlong le re mo Melody Farm boikgantsho le lethabo la Keepers Mashego. Isaac ga mmogo le Oren ba thomile go mo tseba mola a shoma mo nageng nyenyane ya go ba 30 by 30 meters ka bogolo. Ba ile ba kgatla ga kudu ka maikemišetšo a Keepers a go atlega mo e leng gore ba bone gore ba mo thushe ka go mo tsentšhetša drip irrigation mo hectareng tše pedi.
From then ba bona gore no mothako wa gona gore a e dire, then mania e nngwe gape ya dira 6 hectares ka go fela ga yona. Then gone jale ke operate go 6 hectares, so 6 hectares e go operate go yona ke na le 9 ya di-berries ke le tsona di bereka permanent. Ke ntho engwe e dirang gore mašemo a ka madule mahlwekile always, because ba setse ba tseba le bona gore ge ba fihla ba dira eng first thing, toilet clean, pack house clean, and then ge ba fetsa gona ba tla mašimong ge ba tlo tšhaya toilet clean, then ka nautselane ba tseba gore everything tshwantse go no dula e le clean.
Ka thušo ya go tswa go ditsebi tša go swana le Oren le yena Isaac, polase putlana ya Keepers e dula e gola ka tsela e makatšang.
This farm is one out of 10 farms that we assisted in this area of Hazy View. And personally, I really like this particular one because the farmers showed his commitment and he showed the performance that he can make more than enough by means of income from a small piece of land. As you can see, it's not hundreds of hectares. We have here about 6 hectares in action, and the income out of it, when it's done properly, it's good in income.
Drip irrigation ya sejwalejwale ke engwe ya dilo tše di ratiwang kudu mo temong. E tumme kudu bakeng sa go nošetša dijwalwa. Kudu mo meetse a seng gona goba mo meetse a go recycliwa a šomišwang go nošetša. Go swana le naga ya Israel, Afrika Borwa ga ena meetse a mantši, mme mokgwa yo wa go nošetša o re loketše kudu ka gore o boloka meetse. Drip irrigation e fokotša evaporation ka go iša meetse mo medung a sebjalwa.
What exactly is drip irrigation?
There are various systems how to irrigate the field. The basic irrigation, it's rain-fed irrigation. You are sowing your field with the seeds, waiting for the rain, and if it was rainy properly, then the seeds will pop up. Otherwise, they might dry in the soil. Other mean of irrigation, it's furrow irrigation. You dig furrow in the field and lead water into the furrow to the plants that you are planting nearby the furrow. And the other system, it's more advanced, it's sprinklers. We are pumping water by pressure into sprinklers that rotating in the field, and it's irrigating the plants. To each one have his own minuses and pluses. And I think the one was innovated in Israel, it's a drip irrigation, answering for the most of the needs for the plants. And once you open a valve, it's irrigating all along the field that you covered with a drip irrigation. One of the things that it's very important, first of all, it's saving water. There's no flood in the field of excess water. The water going directly to the seedlings when we are planting the seedlings. And from there, we can use the drip also to lead the fertilizer through the water. We call it fertigation. You put the fertilizer into the water and it's coming straight to the plants. Before putting all the irrigation system, we start with a proper land preparation. The traditional system is that some tractor plowing the field, breaking the big clods to smaller one by disc, and then people coming to the field to plant the field. It's okay, but it's not enough. What we are doing, it's like this: after a deep plow, at least 50 centimeter into the soil, then we are disking the soil with a disc harrow, and after that we are using a machine called rotavator, which refining the soil in a way that, you see, it's not compacted, it's very refined soil. So once the soil is refined properly, roots can penetrate easily deep enough, and a good system of roots, that means a good plant with a better leaves and better yield at the bottom line. So if we have the better yield, that's exactly what we are looking for. From the same square meter, if we can make 3 butternuts instead of 1, that makes a difference. This is the way drip irrigation looks like. You cannot see the unit itself because it's inserted into the tube, but what we can see, it's only a tiny hole, which giving us 2 liters of water per hour, and it's running all along with this kind of drippers, all along the bed and all along the field. It's all the same. So the advantage is that once you are planting seedlings, all coming at the same time, very uniform, it's equal, and when you start to harvest, you harvest in one go. You are not looking which one is big, which one is small, according to what's happening in traditional farming.
You could to be sustainable because one love already abarna the farm to ambana. Say jika ibona the desire lebona abarna yona to make farming a success. Then again, we knew these people, the way they want to make this their business. Abulava just farming, yaba sustainable, for the sake of subsistence. Bona abalava to make use of this farm to try and sell, to make businesses, to create job opportunities, and also to be able to help the communities that they live around. So, because as JD Group, it is necessary to participate in a program, because misaba le itresakula I party land distribution lay endwa ku inform. So it's also end up by a part ya this process yabo.
Ga re gatse ka moka dipolase re gonna go bona gore ge motho a goditse support ke ra ba thega mmogo ba mannete o a gona go tswelela empa go di feta tse ka moka ke nyaka gore go lena balemi ko gae ipontshale gore o na le thasello le mafolofolo le matla ka gore ba ba go thushang ba tla gona go gonthisha gore wena o tswelele pele ka seZulu ba reng tsala uzovuna go tswa go nna Karabo wa ga Timba shalanga botse a re kopaneng gape mo Livingland ka 5:30 on SABC2. Bye bye.
For more information, visit www.livingland.co.za or livingland@sabc.co.za. Program sales available Monday to Friday during office hours only. Contact SABC Sales.
The land will give back, we'll all live well. The kettles shine, the soil is rich, and Africa grows, Africa grows. Love the land that feeds you.
Love